Okay, so let's talk about the $60 price tag and let's talk about why it's unacceptable. Before that, if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming part of the eRock on Deck community. We would absolutely love to have you. So I want to talk about why I'm so passionate about this topic, and I want to talk about why I think $60 is no longer really a good value for you when you look at the gaming industry. Halo the Master Chief Collection, Anthem, Fallout 76, No Man's Sky, and Cyberpunk 2077. All of these are games that overpromised and underdelivered on launch day. These games came out in a broken state, or if you could play them, they simply did not have a lot of content. Halo the Master Chief Collection was completely unplayable for the first several days that it came out. No Man's Sky, Anthem, and Fallout 76 all promised to have a lot more content than what they actually had the day they came out. Now, some of these games made an awesome comeback, like Fallout 76 and No Man's Sky are both very respectable titles today. They are very popular and they have very active communities. However, other games are officially dead and they will no longer be supported, like Anthem. So the vast majority of AAA titles all launch with a $60 price tag. And the crazy part about it is that we've actually been paying these prices since the 1990s. In fact, the Nintendo 64 came out in 1996 and a lot of games on that console were between $50 and $60. And then once the Xbox 360 launched back in 2005, the standard pretty much became $60. Look, the reality is this: if you want to pay $60 for games, by all means, knock yourself out. As for me, I like to save a little bit of money and still have the exact same experience. But there is, of course, an exception to every rule. We all have those franchises that we absolutely love and we want to support, and we don't mind paying full price. I'll never forget, I went to my local GameStop for the midnight release of Halo 3, and I purchased the limited edition of Halo 3, which was $100. And I promise you, I definitely got my money's worth because I have put in over 1,000 hours in Halo 3. In fact, maybe even 2,000. Wow. In summary, what I'm trying to say is that you used to be able to pay $60 for a game, and then you would take that game home and you would have $60 worth of content. The game would run almost flawlessly. It would have hours and hours of content, and if you paid anything additional, then it would be a very minor cost of $10 to $15 for additional DLC that was optional. Nowadays, you pay $60 for a title, it almost never works, it's filled with glitches day one, it needs a day one patch just to be playable, and then they shove microtransactions in your face. Given how there are more ways than ever before for a publisher and a developer to make money from you, do they really need to keep charging $60 for all of these so-called AAA titles? I think the answer is no, and I think they should shift more to a free-to-play model, and you as a gamer can still take some steps today to save some money and maybe even help the industry start shifting towards that new model. But when you look at games like Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite, you're starting to see a new trend, and that new trend is a free-to-play model. This free-to-play model has proven that developers and publishers can give you a high-quality game completely free of charge and still make billions of dollars in return off microtransactions. So what are some things that you can do to save money and still play the same game? First off, you can simply wait. Most games go on sale within the first 1 to 2 weeks that they come out. At the time of filming, Necromunda Hired Gun came out officially 1 week ago today, and it's already 24% off on Green Man Gaming. Days Gone finally came out on PC on May the 17th for $50. It is currently on sale for 15% off. So the fact remains that you don't have to wait that long after a game releases to start seeing it on sale. Which brings me to my next point, that if you're gaming on a PC, you definitely need to be checking out websites like greenmangaming.com and cdkeys.com. These websites are always running sales, and they're an easy way to get a good discount on a newer video game. And of course, Steam is always running sales as well, and they like to have their seasonal sales like the spring sale and the summer sale and the winter sale. So you can definitely save a lot of money and rack up a lot of games if you're simply using the right sites and waiting for the right time. And other places like the Epic Games Store actually give a couple of games away for free every single month. All you have to do is log in and claim it. And of course, if you're on console, there's plenty of ways to save money there as well. Both Xbox and PlayStation have game sharing programs. My buddy The Real Flock and I used to play on Xbox, and we used to always use the game sharing program for Xbox. Essentially, I would buy Call of Duty for $60, and then he would turn around and buy another game for $60, and I would give him access to Call of Duty, and he would give me access to whatever the game was that he bought. We both only paid $60, but each of us had full access to both games. It was essentially like we bought two for the price of one. Now, if you're buying physical titles for your console, then you can save a lot of money there too, because a lot of people are starting to migrate over to digital, so less and less people are actually buying physical copies. So if you buy a physical copy, you can actually save money. For anybody that's been following me for any amount of time, you know I have to mention this. You can use services like EA Play or Xbox Game Pass. Now, I just released a video on my channel talking about Xbox Game Pass in detail, and I give you everything you want to know about the service. So be sure to check out that video if you're interested in the service. But as an overview, services like EA Play and Xbox Game Pass allow you to pay a flat rate and have access to a wide variety of games every month. But the really cool part about it is that you still get access to day one titles at no additional cost. But what's really cool about the service options is the value. For example, you know that EA is going to release a new Battlefield, and you know it's going to be $60. Now, EA Play is only $5 per month. So if you paid for a whole year of that, that would also be $60. Now, you can pay $60 for that one Battlefield game, or you can pay $60 and have access to an entire year of EA Play. But with EA Play, you will still get access to that same brand new Battlefield game, as well as a bunch of other games. And when you're trying to save money on a hobby like gaming, this is one of the best ways of doing it. I think games used to be worth the $60 that they asked you for, and I truly believe that you used to get the value out of that. But today you pay $60 to basically be a glorified beta tester, and that's not right, and that's not fair, and you deserve better. The gaming industry needs to either step it up and deliver the quality that they used to deliver on titles day one, or they need to simply migrate over to a more free-to-play option and lower the price of games that will not be free to play. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found value in it. If you did, please hit that like button. It goes a long way in helping me out. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and become part of the eRock on Deck community. We would absolutely love to have you. And until next time, eRock out. And we are going to bless somebody this holiday season. We're gonna do it, and when we do it, it's gonna be a big video. It's gonna be on the channel. It's gonna be from eRock Nation. Everybody's gonna know it's coming right here from this Twitch community. Synth Jeffrey, Spank, Flock, Gamers and Techies, everyone else who subscribes. Like, that's what it's gonna be, guys.